Hi YouTube, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. Today's topic is going to be pretty brief, but it's something that I've been wanting to talk about for a moment. And that is men have not changed. The core nature of men wanting to provide, wanting to protect has not changed. What's happened is men adapted to the whims of women, the modern minded woman. I would say starting back in the late 60s, early 70s, when you had the sexual revolution, you had the pill, you had no fault divorce, you had women entering into the workplace, you had the strong independent woman. Well, that came a little bit later. That afforded men, I don't want to say afforded, but it allowed them to kind of step back as, women said, no, I want equality. So by wanting equality alongside a man, then you're going to be treated like a man, so to speak. And I remember as a teenager, I would say I was about maybe 14, 15, being at church. And the pastor, I can't even remember his name. We were visiting that church, but it's so long ago. And he said something about women's liberation. And what he said was, women didn't get liberated, the men got liberated. And what he meant by that was men were able to step away from their responsibilities. What's happening today is you have a lot of modern women, non traditional, who want the best of both worlds. They want to be able to be a 304. They want to be able to have 5 kids by 5 different men. They want to be a boss itch. They want to have their education. But then at the same time, they want men to be static. I think that's how I want to use that. They want men to just be the men of yesteryear, the protector, the provider, but without the controlling aspect of it, or what they say is controlling. He can't tell me what to do. I want to be able to do this, that, and the other. I still want him to provide for me. I still want him to protect me. I still want him to pay all the bills, etc., etc. But I'm going to still be in those streets. I'm still going to jump on other eggplants while he's doing all of these things for me. Men have started peeping that game, and they're saying, no, we don't have to do that for you anymore. And I think what a lot of women are failing to realize, because a lot of women are like, well, what you won't do, he'll do. You have a lot of, as even some men are saying, you have low level men out here who, or I would put them in the same league as hobosexuals. They need a place to crash. They know that you're going to let them use your car, stay with you, eat their children's cereal or whatever. Those are not men, in my opinion. They're the low hanging fruit, if you want to call them that. But you still have real men out here who want to take care of a family, who wants to take care of a wife. And you have a lot of women out here who made poor life choices, who are blaming all men instead of looking at their role in the men or man that they chose. It's not that all men are out here bad, it's that some women are not taking accountability for their choices. And something else that I would like to add, watching the Kendra G show, and I'm going to go ahead and tack this on to this topic. One thing that I've seen a lot with the women in our community, they seem to prioritize superficiality over substance. He's good in bed. That's all they need. Never mind if he's husband material, let alone father material. No, they'll have a kid with these men, but don't consider if he is husband material or not. If his shoes are, he's got on some good shoes or good clothes or whatever, those things, they're important. Not saying that they're not important, but Is he a family oriented type of a man? Is he a husband? Is he going to make me a wife? Those are the things that women should be asking themselves. But one thing, like I said, that I've noticed in those Kendra G dating shows, the vast majority of those women who have children, let them tell it, they weren't really in a relationship with the man that they had kids with. He was just a somebody because had needs or whatever. And something else that I'm noticing when Kendra would ask, are these men that you would consider for like possible, a real relationship, marriage? They're not, they're indignant, like, no. And I used to ask this question years ago online, the baby mamas and stuff. If you did not see him as husband material, why did you have his child? Why did you have two or three of his children? And those women can never, ever, ever answer those questions. I have yet to hear a logical answer to having children with men, that you can't stand, men that didn't ask you to be a wife. How is it that other race women leave deletion of babies out of the equation, because that's usually they probably deleted their babies or whatever, not necessarily, and I think those women are projecting when they say that. So I'm like, how is it, and I was asking this question years ago, how is it that women of other cultures can make it through dating and not becoming a baby mama? Why are other women becoming wives at a higher rate than Black women? I already know why. I think the Crimson Cure, check out her channel. She's really good at discussing the pathology within our community. But I think with a lot of us, as in, Black people, whatever, feminism has done a number. They have convinced Black women that you're so independent that you don't need a man. Black men are just trash anyway. A lot of these women aren't even holding themselves accountable, and not holding each other accountable. So when you have platforms like mine and, and other similar minded types of women, when we talk about accountability, it's triggering for some, and it sounds like bashing, and it's not bashing. Because why is it 20, 30, 40 years ago, why are we still having this discussion? And it's even worse now. It was bad back then, but it's worse now. Why are we still having this discussion? But that was my topic for today. Check out my other videos, subscribe, like the video, and I will see you soon. Bye.